So let's talk about Week 14 in the NFL. And on Sunday, there were three huge games in the AFC. Jason Bell, we're going to talk first of all about the Buffalo Bills. 39-34 win over the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow threw 4 touchdown passes for the Bengals. Josh Allen threw 3, ran for a score. This one was fantastic in the snow.
If this was your first game that you ever watched, you'd be like, I love this sport. This is amazing. I wish every quarterback was like this because they didn't disappoint. I mean, it was back and forth. These guys were making superb plays, and that's what we expected from them. Obviously, these are two of the top quarterbacks in the league, and it's for a reason because the way they respond to adversity back and forth, both of them making plays.
So Josh Allen's Buffalo Bills, with the win, moved 2 games behind the New England Patriots. The Patriots are on a bye this week, not playing in Week 14. They've got to play the Patriots next week. So this quarterback, this reigning NFL most valuable player, continually puts his team in a position to do what they did tonight. Get up off the mat and win games.
That's it, and that's their advantage, especially when you're talking about New England, right, and going after them. Because you got a younger quarterback. Hopefully your defense can come through like it did tonight, get some good plays, cause some turnovers, and then Josh Allen just makes superhero plays, and he can do that.
Buffalo moved to 9-4 on the season. The Bengals fall to 4-9, and they're a different team when they've got Joe Burrow in there, but they went 1-8 without him. Is that it for the Bengals in terms of their playoff dreams for this year?
The math says that's it. A little too late. Now, they've been a team that's known for starting slow, right? In other years, you know, they kind of don't figure themselves out till like week 4.
Right.
But this was just too long. That offense operates because of Joe Burrow and his style of play. When he's not there, it's not the same thing. It changes everything you do as far as the organization is concerned. You want to see him back there healthy next year? Hopefully we do, because he's exciting.
Josh Allen beat Joe Burrow for the first time in his career. So Joe Burrow took the first 2. Josh Allen takes this one.
I didn't even know that.
In a snow globe game. I mean, if this wasn't enjoyable enough, you know I love snow games. This was fantastic. This was December football. This was a playoff game, in effect, a month before the playoffs begin.
You're right. Your whole snow thing is right. It was great. I mean, you pointed it out one time. You were like, look at it on the camera. And I was like, this is magnificent. It is beautiful. The players probably don't like it too much. But we, in this nice, cozy environment, we love it.
It's beautiful when you're sat here.
It's cool. It's cool to watch.
A couple of other huge games. They were for division leads in Week 14. So the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Baltimore Ravens 27-22 to take sole ownership of first place in the AFC North. A Pittsburgh team that had lost 5 of their previous 7. They kind of found themselves. Isn't that what Mike Tomlin's teams do?
Absolutely, Neil. 100%. They always find a way to bounce back because they formulate his attitude. It's never quit. It's we always got a chance. This whole team was built on supposedly a good defense.
Yep.
And you got a veteran quarterback that can make some big-time throws. Well, he made some big-time throws today. So now you're looking at your team and you'll be like, no matter what happens, hey, if we play this kind of game, maybe we can beat anybody. It gives them hope. Win your division and you're in.
Yeah, certainly in knockout football. Aaron Rodgers threw for 284 yards and a touchdown. He ran for a score. He turned 42 earlier this week. Do you want a stat? Do you want a stat, Joe Bell?
We need a stat. The people need a stat.
Here it comes. Rodgers became the oldest player ever to score a touchdown for the Steelers and the oldest player ever to score against the Ravens. I don't quite know how you find out that second part. Shout out to Benedict who found it for us.
You know what's crazy about this? I almost choked. This is so funny. You know when you watch the film way back in the day, them dudes look old, Neil. I can't believe Aaron's the oldest dude. Some of them dudes look old back in the day. They probably were 25 looking like that. So anyways.
Lamar Jackson had 219 yards, a touchdown and an interception, but this Baltimore team just hasn't been able to hit the heights of some of their recent seasons. They've now dropped 2 in a row, having won their previous 5.
It's hard to stay on top in the NFL. There was a lot expected out of this team, especially who they were last season. The offense never seemed to fire on all cylinders like it did before. Without Lamar in there, obviously not. And then he was slow when he came back from his injury. And the defense just wasn't as opportunistic as it was in the past.
The first place in the AFC South Division belongs to the Jacksonville Jaguars. We'll talk about them first. They beat the Indianapolis Colts 36-19. Clean game from Trevor Lawrence. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Travis Etienne has a couple of rushing touchdowns. But bigger picture, this is a team that won 4 games all of last year.
Yeah.
They're now 9-4.
This is why you're always chasing a hot head coach, somebody who can change your organization. Liam Cohen has come in and he's done that. What I like is that his identity is on this offense. When you look at the tree he's off of and the things that he believes in, you see that happening with this Jacksonville offense.
Yeah.
The way they're running the ball. When the belief he puts in Trevor and his offensive line is holding up. So when you look at that, head coach, you're supposed to come in and fix something. He's done it in this defense. Man, they find a way to get the ball right. Force the turnovers. They've done it earlier in the year, and they did it in this game.
Yeah, the takeaways were a huge part of Jacksonville's game. First month and a half of the season. Went away for a bit. It's hard to do it all the time.
This is the time to bring it back, though.
Now it came back. And the last couple of weeks, Trevor Lawrence, couple of clean games. That's what you want to see, that kind of progress for Jacksonville.
Yes, I like Jacoby Myers, the receiver that he brought in, because he's throwing the ball over the middle, and I think that's really important. That's where he wants to go with the rock.
Let's talk about the Indianapolis Colts. They've now lost 4 of their last 5 games after a 7-1 start. And more importantly, Daniel Jones, their quarterback, he was playing with a broken bone in his leg anyway. So you wonder how these things connect and lead to something else. He went out of this game with an Achilles injury, which means Riley Leonard, who had had 2 NFL passes coming in, has to step into the 4 in a game for first place in the division.
This is what's so unique about the NFL and why every game matters. I mean, think about it. This team was the hottest team in the NFL in the beginning of the season, and everybody just had to adjust. Injuries happen.
Yep.
You obviously your quarterback, and then talk about the injury. You tend to compensate, right? When something's hurt, you put more pressure on another leg. You hate to see that happen. He was playing. I mean, this was his best season ever.
Right.
Hopefully he comes back and he fits right in there. But I mean, their season's probably over. You can't play without him in that offense.
And bigger picture, again, you look at the team aspect of this for the Indianapolis Colts. What happens with Daniel Jones now, who is a free agent after this season, was hoping for the big contract. They traded away their future first-round draft picks to bring in Sauce Gardner at cornerback. That's going to be a fascinating thing to watch. Yes, it's not a thing for the Super Bowl race, but it's a thing to watch early in the offseason, isn't it?
They're going to want him in the building, but now negotiations change. Do you get one of those favorable contracts? Because now what you're seeing in NFL is that second-tier contract. People are becoming very aware of that, and they're like, yo, this is okay. Baker Mayfield did it. So now you want him in the building. He's not going to be as expensive because of the injury.
Just doubling back to Joe Burrow and Josh Allen, just to finish and just to wrap up. This game is very technical.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tactics.
Yeah.
And then sometimes...
I like where this is going.
Sometimes the best players just take over games.
Absolutely, Neil. I played in the league for a while, and I saw a few players, when the lights came on, whether it was the sunlight or the lights of the stadium, they played better. It wasn't many, but the ones we think about, they were it, and that's what we saw.
All right, those are the special ones we enjoyed on our Week 14 Sunday in the NFL.